Tom in Illinois writes to me, "Hi Paul, I love your videos!" Exclamation point. Thank you, Tom. That's very kind. They are my morning coffee staple. Steve Gutenberg, the audiophiliac, which always gives me pause. Steve, you got to be careful of them philiacs. He recently mentioned quadraphonic systems on his YouTube channel. I'm dating myself now, but I thought quadraphonic setups sounded terrific. The music sounded so good no matter where you were in the room. Why did this technology disappear, and what are your thoughts on the quadraphonic sound? Okay, well, the technology did not disappear, not even in the slightest. It did for a little bit, and then it came roaring back in the form of home theater, right? The 5-channel, the 12-channel, the 50,000 channel Dolby whatever. So we still have it, but what the manufacturers found, and let me give you a little bit of background. Quadraphonic, for those of you that don't know, was a thing invented essentially by the loudspeaker companies of the day. This was back in, I think the 70s, 80s, and they wanted to sell more loudspeakers. I mean, that was bottom line. If we could sell 4, that's twice the business of selling 2. And they kind of started this whole thing. We had quadraphonic records, we had quadraphonic tapes, we had quadraphonic decoders that you could play a quadraphonic record, and you had a special cartridge and a decoding thing. In fact, I might have even been able to use the same cartridge, and I don't remember exactly, but they had it all set up to where you could play 4-channel sound, right? There was no center channel like you do today in a 5-channel system, but you had quadraphonic sound, speakers around the room. It was a novelty. Most people said, why? 2 speakers is enough for me. Because I think we need to remember that what we do here, audiophiles, is basically 2-channel audio. We're the ones who, we'd like to have more, which you can in a home theater setup, but this is essentially a 2-channel sport. And the important thing is, we're a small niche group. We are not a big deal out there. Trust me. There's maybe 100, 200,000 audiophiles in a world of 8 billion people. And those 8 billion people, to a person, pretty much all like music. How much are they willing to spend? How much are they willing to invest in what they might consider a hassle to get that music? And not much. And the same was true back in the 70s and 80s. People said, I don't need 4 channels. This is good enough. I got a stereo system. And it kind of flopped. They tried, and it flopped. And it didn't resurrect itself until there came another reason to do it, which people, average guys, average ladies, average anybody, would consider it: movies. Because we got used to hearing surround sound in the theater. And the idea of bringing the theater experience home, we realized, well, that does require a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm willing to do that because now I'm getting an experience I can't get anywhere else except the theater. And that wasn't necessarily true with quadraphonic. So I think that is kind of sums up what happens as best I can tell. So, all right, thanks for the question and for the memories.